News 18 that Manish Sisodia will be kept in a separate cell. He'll be kept at a distance from Mr. Satyendar Jain and others who have been arrested in the PMLA case. ED has already raised a complaint about meetings between Satyendar Jain and his associate inside the Tihar jail. Anshul was telling us more about the story. Anshul, what more do you have? Mr. Sisodia will be kept away from Mr. Satyendar Jain.
So yes, this is a big development coming in from Tihar jail because remember, over the next 14 days, Manish Sisodia will be lodged in that Tihar jail until and unless on the 10th of March when that bail hearing comes up, any sort of relief is granted to him. But if you see the kind of influence that the Delhi government ministers have on the jail staff is something that needs to be noticed, and hence this decision has been taken by the Tihar jail authorities to keep Manish Sisodia actually away from the other accused of PMLA cases and his colleague Satyendar Jain as well. So yes, this decision has come minutes after Manish Sisodia was sent to judicial custody to Tihar jail. Now it remains to be seen if Manish Sisodia will get any sort of relief on the 10th of March when finally his bail hearing comes up in front of the Rouse Avenue Court.
What happens during that bail hearing is going to be critical. The CBI has already given us feelers that they believe that the power and influence that Mr. Sisodia still wields, despite his resignation, can be very detrimental to the ongoing investigation and to the independence and fearlessness of the witnesses. Ananya Bhitnagar with us on the broadcast. Ananya, a short hearing before the court. What happened? Narrate that for our viewers.
Well, definitely a very short hearing took place before the court today. The court came in and said that he is being sent, Mr. Sisodia is being sent to judicial custody till, March 20. However, the Central Bureau of Investigation coming in with a very strong argument that, the Aam Aadmi Party is politicizing this whole issue and giving a political color to the investigation that has been carried out by the Central Bureau of Investigation. The counsels for the CBI clearly told the court that though the raids were conducted by the Central Bureau of Investigation after prior permission from the court, Mr. Sisodia was arrested after prior warrants from the court. Then also a picture is being portrayed that it is something that is illegal and politically motivated. There's a political vendetta going on against him. However, the counsels of Manish Sisodia opposed to these submissions. The court said that if at all the counsels for Manish Sisodia or Manish Sisodia or the Aam Aadmi Party think that their orders are wrong, there is something illegal, they can approach the court any time and challenge these particular orders. And Anusha, I'll also try to show you some certain kind of visuals behind me. This is the heavy deployment of forces just ahead of Manish Sisodia leaving the Rouse Avenue Court. In any while from now, Manish Sisodia would be leaving for Tihar jail. Remember what we've been told by our sources, that he will not be taken into the regular jail van and would be sent in a proper car, and he'll be taken into a proper car, not into a particular jail van, because remember that he has remained the Deputy Chief Minister of the National Capital Territory of Delhi, and there is a high risk that is attached to his security, and that's the reason why he would be taken into a proper vehicle and not a jail van to the Tihar jail. And as my colleague Anshul was also pointing it out to us, that he would be kept aside from Satyendar Jain, as per Tihar sources and the police sources, as Anshul was pointing it out, that he will not be kept along with Mr. Satyendar Jain. He will be kept in a cell that is somewhere or the other has certain kind of security. Coming back to the court hearing that took place today before, in fact, Special CBI Judge M.K. Nagpal, the court noted that, the Central Bureau of Investigation is not seeking any more custody at this point of time, and says that it can seek more custody if at all necessary on the later dates. But for now, Manish Sisodia has been sent to judicial custody in March 20. Remember that the Central Bureau of Investigation has constantly managed to give out an argument that Manish Sisodia has remained non-cooperative. He's evading all of the questions that are there. So what happens next into this particular matter is something that goes on to March 10, when the bail hearing of Manish Sisodia would be taking place in this particular court.
All right. Anshul is also with us on the broadcast. Anshul, the CBI did not seek any further custody, but I believe the grounds have already been laid. They will argue before the court when that bail hearing happens on the 10th of March, that if Mr. Sisodia is let out, he will influence the investigation in an adverse manner. He wields power and authority which will be detrimental to the probe. That's what the agency has hinted. Anshul.
Well, definitely, if you see, it is for the first time that the agency has come out on record and have replied to the allegations that were being made against them from the Aam Aadmi Party. Because if you see, the CBI very clearly stated in front of the court that the Aam Aadmi Party is trying to give this entire matter a political twist, even after all the procedures have been followed through the court of law, and even after that, the supporters of Aam Aadmi Party are trying to malign the image of the CBI. However, if you see the grounds, as you rightly mentioned, that the grounds have already been laid for his bail hearing, and the CBI's argument is going to remain the same, that if Manish Sisodia is let out from the jail, then the kind of power that he possesses, the kind of persona that he has in the Delhi government and the Delhi cabinet, he could actually go out and influence the witnesses in this entire matter. The CBI also stated that witnesses are actually petrified of Manish Sisodia, so hence he should not be allowed to get in contact with any of the witnesses or any of the key witnesses in this entire matter, and hence he should be kept inside the jails. But if you see, the Aam Aadmi Party is also going to make sure that they present a strong case in front of the court, because Aam Aadmi Party has clearly stated that the triple test that is required for any accused to get bail, Manish Sisodia actually passes those tests, and hence he should not be kept inside the jail, and especially under judicial custody. So yes, the arguments that will unfold in front of court on the 10th of March is going to be very, very interesting. Now it remains to be seen if at all Manish Sisodia will get any sort of relief from the court. But yes, after the decision that came in today, it seems it is definitely being seen as a massive setback, not only for Manish Sisodia but also for the Aam Aadmi Party.
All right, that's the word coming.